Big riffs, wah pedals and sitars. The perfect mix, it turns out. Kula Shaker and Tatvar playing on BFBS The Forces station. Taken from their debut album K, released back in '96. A concept album themed around Indian mysticism. That's a very brave move, isn't it? Doing something like that for a debut album. But it really paid off, because at the time, it was the fastest selling album in Britain. Incredible piece of work. It's George Wedlake with you on Easter Sunday, playing you the best British music of all time. And that really is no exaggeration, because next up, one of the greatest to ever do it is David Bowie and his Ashes to Ashes. Good morning. So if, like me, though, you missed out on Glastonbury tickets this time round, I've just seen an article that's got me really excited. It said, how to get into Glastonbury 2024 for free. So obviously I was straight on it. And it gives you 3 methods. One is enter a competition and hope you win. Method number 2, volunteer there. Or method number 3, get an actual job there. I just wanted tips on how to jump the fence. I didn't want to go through all that. That's new music playing for you on Express FM. It's Express Indie with George Wedlake. That was Joe, spelt DJO, and end of beginning. Now, if you're thinking, I've never heard of Joe before, who is Joe? What is Joe? Joe is the musical project of Joe Keery, the actor who plays Steve from Stranger Things. There we go. A very talented guy by all accounts. I was reading an interview of Joe Keery's the other day. He was talking about how he balances the two sides of his life, you know, the acting and the music. And he says Stranger Things comes first. And in his downtime, that's where he focuses more on the music. So this guy, in his downtime, plays massive gigs and festivals and writes great music. Now, I was going to go home after this and play FIFA and have a couple of cans. Really feel like I should be doing more with my life now. There's Rag and Bone Man. Very powerful vocals on that. Shimmering guitars as well. It's all you ever wanted. Quite literally on BFBS The Forces station. Before that, Whitney Houston's I'm Every Woman, and it's George Wedlake with you. I've got a Zara Larsson collaboration on the way next, followed by a track that samples one of the greatest bass lines ever. Taken from their 2023 album, The Ballad of Darren, it's the incredible Blur with Barbaric on BFBS The Forces station. George Wedlake with you. I hope you've had a decent week. So Graham Coxon then turned 55 on Tuesday. And on social media, I saw loads of different people asking the question, what's your favourite Graham Coxon guitar part, you know, in celebration of his birthday? And I genuinely found myself thinking about it for a solid 3 hours, I think. It's impossible. So many spring to mind, like that riff in Beetle Bum, the solo in Coffee and TV, even those little rhythm parts in Universal that you can barely hear but change the game completely. I refused to decide. I couldn't do it. The man is a total genius, so I'm genuinely not deciding. I absolutely 100% think it's easier to pick my favourite child out of the two at the moment.